The state funeral for Queen Elizabeth II saw both members of the royal family and the nation pay tribute to her extraordinary 70-year reign. Among those was the late Diana, Princess of Wales' brother Charles Spencer, whose presence at Windsor was called lovely by members of the public. Earl Charles Spencer took to social media to share with his followers the tribute he'd be doing to honour the late monarch and his godmother the Queen. Sharing an image of gold cufflinks with the inscription ER with a crown and the Roman numerals 2, he stated he'd be wearing them with sadness and pride. Although Charles didn't attend the funeral at Westminster Abbey this afternoon, the 58-year-old did make his way to St George's Chapel at Windsor for a special service. His presence at the funeral was highly received, with fans saying that Prince George looks just like him. How much the Queen's funeral cost? The Queen's funeral will be the first held for a monarch since the death of her father, King George VI, more than 70 years ago. The royal family will be joined by world leaders, foreign monarchies, charity representatives and more in the grand service at Westminster Abbey. Speculation over the cost of the sombre occasion is rife, but how much has the Queen's funeral cost? Express. Co.uk looks into the numbers behind the historic ceremony. Gina_Ba_Babiana said, Prince George is the spitting image of Princess Diana's brother Charles, whilst Temasim commented, Prince George looks exactly like Princess Diana's brother, Charles Spencer. Oh, I just spotted Princess Diana's brother. I had wondered if the Spencers would be there, commented Jane Cattermole. With Roberto Di Niro saying, Princess Diana brother at the service. Oh, now that is such nice gesture. Twitter user Tindo said, so nice to get a glimpse of #Charles Spencer of at Althorpe House at St George's Chapel for the #Queen's funeral. It's fitting that there be a representation of the #Spencer family to be present in the midst of a future king and queen at Kensington Royal who called #Diana their mother. With the death of Queen Elizabeth II, many have been drawing on comparisons between the late monarch and Charles' sister Princess Diana. Diana was killed in a car crash in Paris back in 1997 when her children, Prince William and Prince Harry, were aged 15 and 12. Both walking behind their mother's coffin 25 years ago on September 6, the death of their grandmother seems to have stirred up memories of their mother. Speaking to bystanders at Sandringham House, Prince William revealed how difficult taking part in the Queen's procession had been. According to the Mirror, Jane Wells, who was laying flowers paying her respects, said, he told us yesterday had been particularly difficult and following the coffin had reminded him of his mother's funeral, of Diana. He said it had been very difficult. Both William and his brother have taken part in the Queen's processions over the last few days. Today both brothers accompanied their father, Charles, and his siblings as they walked behind the Queen's coffin from the Palace of Westminster to Westminster Abbey. Once the service ended, Her Majesty's coffin was taken to Wellington Arch, via the Mall on a state gun carriage. The hearse carrying the Queen then started its journey to Windsor in the afternoon and joined a procession via the Long Walk to St George's Chapel. On Buckingham Palace's site, it states, a private burial will take place in the King George VI Memorial Chapel later that evening, conducted by the Dean of Windsor. The Queen is to be buried together with the Duke of Edinburgh, at the King George VI Memorial Chapel.